It's a Top That Trade Day. Joining us now, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business News contributor, and Alan Nuckman, the chief market strategist at bullseyeoption.com. Good to see you guys. Round number one, fright time. The VIX is around 30, which is considered relatively high. But compare that to 2008 when the VIX was around 80. What scares you the most ahead of Halloween? Gas prices, interest rates, or earnings season?
I'm afraid of all of this fear. There are so many things that people are fearful at, but the market's already sold off and factored most of those in. So I'm afraid that the sentiment is going to be very, very hard to shift. And by the time people get comfortable enough, a lot of the momentum back to the upside, they will miss out on it. But that happens.
I know. I think the fair trade is getting ahead of the reality trade. And there's no doubt that the Federal Reserve is trying to kill your confidence. Don't be confident about the economy because it freaks them out, right? They really want to see the economy slow down so they can catch up with inflation. So it seems like they want to beat them down. But then you start to look at some of the earnings, and the earnings are showing that the consumers are holding up pretty darn good. So I think we're going to be going through some waves of fear, and we're going to flip back and forth. Maybe you might need some medication for this market, but I'm getting more and more optimistic every day that goes by that the worst is getting behind us, and that means there's some really good value in a lot of these stocks when there's blood on the streets.
Focus on facts, not how you're feeling, because it takes a lot to actually change your feelings.
Round number two, crypto calm. Is Bitcoin now just another investment asset now that the big boys are in it?
You know, it's interesting enough, in all this turmoil in the market, the best inflation hedge so far has proven to be Bitcoin. It's held up better than any other asset class during the turmoil. And that's pretty amazing when you think the gold used to be the go-to commodity for that. So cryptocurrency may have earned its stripes, so to speak. But make no mistake about it, cryptocurrencies or a version of them are in our futures. Blockchain technology is here to stay. And I think what you're going to be looking for is a new iteration of the blockchain that becomes more energy efficient. So digital currency, cryptocurrencies, they're coming whether you like it or not.
Bad enough to buy. Bitcoin's been stuck between 18,000 and 22,000 for 2 months now. A breakout of that range target of 26,000, which is 35% up above. Yeah, the high-flying days are not there anymore, but people have forgotten about that. It's typically when you see a movement. The big boys are involved. Goldman Sachs is involved, and they've kind of legitimized this, all these real investments.
Round number three, recession rebound stocks. There are 11 stocks that could get a lift in 2023. Pick a play now for later.
Well, this is easy for me, and Phil knows my answer before I even say it. It's going to be Apple. Apple's been stuck between 130 and 180 for the year. 155 is the midpoint. We're about 145 right now. If Apple doesn't come back, then we've got bigger problems in 2023. So I'm looking at this breakout of this range would target a move up to 230. Now, I would certainly say that's not going to never happen. That's a double negative. So that would be 59% higher, because every time in history that we've broken out of that range, of that full V recovery, it's made new highs on top of that range. So we also have a 6% measured move coming out of earnings up here very quickly. That could get us back above that 155 midpoint and get this stock surging.
I like Apple as well. You know, the only problem is for the first time in Apple history, they launched a new iPhone that they had to slow down production on because the demand isn't there. People aren't buying the new cheap iPhone. So maybe they're running out of tricks, at least on the iPhone side, so to speak. But I would say if you look at, the recession, regardless of, whether the economy is good or bad, people are still going to get sick. I really like United Healthcare down here because I think this is a stock that could really rebound.
Well, here's your bonus round question for today. McDonald's is offering the following: true or false? Adult Happy Meals, Krispy Kreme donuts, Halloween buckets for the kiddos.
I know they're offering the buckets. I would say they're definitely, one's true for sure. The other two I'm not so sure about, so I'm going to go with true.
2 out of the 3 are true. I don't know about this donut nonsense, but you're silly asking me a McDonald's question. I am a frequent flyer, I would say.
All are true to winner, winner chicken dinners. Make those chicken nuggets. Great job, Business First AM. We'll be right back.